What's up, Ghana? What's up, Africa? And hey, what's up, world? My name is Kobby Kyei, the host of Ava Artist Vibe Africa, and we are currently inside Paris, France, and back in our Europe tour. We are here to interview anybody under the creative space. And so, if you are watching me right now, this is our Europe tour.
This July, Artist Vibe Africa, your #1 entertainment show tours Europe, bringing you amazing experiences.
This show seeks to bridge the gap between global partnership and collaboration. The show that everyone is talking about. The show that is here to stay. The show showing on H.E television, 2:30 every Saturday. And again, DSTV channel 361. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm the host. Polish till you shine. Artist Vibe Africa to the world. Stay blessed.
H.E TV, your best experience.
Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. You're welcome to Artist Vibe Africa, your #1 entertainment show on H.E television and also showing on DSTV channel 361 and on YouTube channel Artist Vibe Africa. This is a show that seeks to bridge the arts and culture through global collaborations and partnerships. We're going to have a conversation, a very detailed one and a very deep one for that matter, with one woman who over the year has contributed significantly when it comes to arts and culture in Ghana and to a larger extent to Africa. My name is Kobby Kyei. You're watching Artist Vibe Africa. My costume is by Fino. Make sure that you check out Fino on all the social media platforms on Instagram. You're turning around, we'll come back. You're still watching Artist Vibe Africa with me, Kobby Kyei. I'm going to introduce my guest to you right after. Stay tuned. You're welcome back, and you're still watching Artist Vibe Africa on H.E television, on DSTV channel 361, and also on our YouTube channel, Artist Vibe Africa. Lucky you, you're not late. The conversation is about to begin. This is a woman who, over the years, has also stand tall and understood what we stand for as Artist Vibe Africa, bridging art and culture. She's played a significant role ever since her introduction into Ghana. My guest is someone that I am so much happy to have a collaboration with, some sort of partnership with. I called her Mama, I call her the ambassador, I call her, and anytime that I walk into her office or her residence, she is always available to receive me. She's impacted my life so much, and not just me, to the African youth and Ghanaian youths. My guest today is the French ambassador to Ghana, Anne Sophie. And Akosia. Let me add the Akosia to it. Akosia Sophie. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You actually, you're someone who has always believed in arts and culture. And for that matter, you kind of resonate with what we do and what we stand for as a team and as Artist Vibe Africa, try to move to the diaspora to push the arts and the culture. First of all, let me ask you, what do you think about the whole Artist Vibe Africa content or show?
Well, I think that you're trying to show what Africa has to offer in terms of music, and that is absolutely necessary, because changing the vision that the West may have of Africa is absolutely key. From a Western point of view, there are some people who travel, who've been to Africa, and they know Africa is thriving, Africa has lots of talents, but there are many, many people who, from where they stand, they don't know anything about Africa. They still have a very old-fashioned image of what Africa is. And music is an ambassador of Africa. When you are able to show those musicians and what they're capable of doing, it tells something about Africa. It tells something about the mindset, about the talent, about the kind of technicalities, because it's very technical. Music is not just, drum and voice. What they managed to put out there and the quality of what they are doing shows something and says something about Africa. And I think it's very important to put that out there, because in a globalized world, you need to do trade, and companies want to find partners all over the world, and they need to think of African partners.
Now, how successful do you think you have become in your attempt of bridging art and culture between Ghana and France?
I didn't become successful. I just noticed that you had these quality artists, international quality artists, who were open-minded and were doing featurings with Nigerian artists, with other African artists, with American artists, Jamaican, and I thought, yeah, we've got to push them into Europe. And they were successful doing that. But they had opened up already to other influences and being able to partner and do featuring or duos. And I just, surfed that wave to say, why not with the French? Why not open that? And at the same time, when I arrived here and I heard what they were doing, and I loved it, and I thought, why are they not successful in France? Why not show them in France? And why would we deprive the French from listening to that good music, jamming on that good music? And music is something that speaks to people's emotions. So no matter the language, the rhythm, the beats, the emotions that go through the music is something that is beyond any borders. So I think your artists have been successful crossing the borders, not me. I just, asked, why don't you go to France? And open a little door for them to see that they could be successful in France. And when I see this summer that they have been literally everywhere, all over the globe, having a blast, having people loving and jamming on their tunes, I believe, Ghana to the world, it's happening now.
Now you look at the arts in Ghana, the cultural values in Ghana. What actually gave you that motivation to even associate yourself with our artists?
I think it's also a matter of opportunity, meeting the right people at the right time, and then grasping the opportunity. Meeting some Ghanaian artists and wondering, why on earth are they not famous in France? Why are their tunes not played in France? And some of them, like I think Sarkodie and the song Adonai was a success in France. And I thought, but why not the others? Why are they not all having a blast in France? So it was just a matter of thinking, there's something unfair. So why do I not just make it happen? It was, but it's because they are good. Because if they were not good, I could do whatever I want. I would never manage to make them successful anywhere. But they were so good that the moment you listen to any of these artists, any of their songs, it's catching. And you wonder, wow, why didn't I not know it before? And you feel like getting to know more. And because they do featurings, when you discover one Ghanaian artist, and then you listen to one song that he has done with another Ghanaian artist, then you feel like knowing more about this other one. It's basically, the motivation was like, why do these people who are so talented not thrive outside of Ghana? It was just something, I felt there was something unfair to them, unfair to us. Why do we French not enjoy this music? Why do we not have access to that music? And that's how it happened, When you've got a market and a good product, linking both is not very complicated.
You mentioned earlier that you think language is not a problem, so far as the groove is on, so far as the beat is on. There's also a conversation about the fact that language is a problem because, for instance, if Sarkodie is rapping in Twi and he jumps on a stage where, let's say, a francophone country, and they can't hear or understand what he's saying, it becomes a problem. Do you agree with the people from that school of thought?
The French are not all Anglophones, yet American music is a huge success. So the French do not understand the lyrics, especially in rap, because it speaks so quickly. and use some slang words or words that are very specific from the rap language. So most French do not understand what's been said, and yet they love it. They mumble something, they sing like yogurt, not really understanding the lyrics, and yet they love it. There have been some songs in different languages, in Spanish, in German, that have been hits in France, although people didn't understand the lyrics. So you can, music, and what's great about songs is that you can grab it at different levels. You can just listen to the beat, you can listen to the sound and feel the emotions that are going through, and then listen to the lyrics. But you can love a song. One of my favorite songs is Like Bébé by Stone Boy. I don't speak Ewe, but I love this song. I have done some research to find out what it was about. I grabbed the main, the global general meaning, but I still love the song, even if I do not understand every single word.
When it comes to arts and culture, you've been able to champion the cause very well, and we want to say congratulations to that. But in going forward, what advice will you give it to Artist Vibe Africa, we as a team, because we plan of also entering and engaging with people in Africa, in the UK, in the US. What advice will you give it to the whole team?
I think you've already started because you have spoken to many artists from the diaspora. And the diaspora are people who are originally from Africa. Sometimes they were born overseas and grew up overseas, but they still feel some connections with Africa. And they can say they have this double culture. So they are a very strong link between Europe, the US, Australia, and Africa. And they can speak both culture. And I think that they can be a bridge to help and support the African brothers and sisters who want to thrive in France or Europe. And they also need to come back here and show that they have grown up in a different environment, they have had a different culture, but they have kept deep inside their African roots, and they are proud of both culture that they're in.
Will you admit that the orientation of Artist Vibe Africa is extremely difficult, and for that matter, we need some sort of partnership and funding?
Well, I think that Ghanaian companies and Western companies who also have that goal of bridging different countries and making those countries known from each other have an interest in supporting Artist Vibe Africa.
Now, do me a favor. I want you to look straight into the camera and please tell them that they should support us, the people watching us, because this is something for Africa.
Well, companies, whether you are Ghanaian and you want to make it in Europe, whether you are European and you want to be better known in Africa, attract some people, some staff, some investments. Having a close link and bridges between France and Africa is dramatically important. And therefore, supporting initiatives like music or TV shows like Artist Vibe Africa will really help you thrive. And may I say, I want to thank all the companies who have supported Touch of France, which precisely aimed at bridging that gap and making France known from Africa and Africa better understood from France. Well, your support has been amazing, and I really hope that you could take away something from this sponsoring.
These are words and the powerful messages from the French ambassador to Ghana and H.E Sophie, and thank you so much for
You're welcome.
saying those powerful words. And I'm sure we're going to get funding and sponsorship for this program. We're going for a quick, yes, we're going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are still speaking to the French ambassador to Ghana, Artist Vibe Africa. Stay tuned. What's up, world? What's up, Africa? What's up, Ghana? My name is Kobby Kyei, and welcome to Artist Vibe Africa.
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 It's Artist Vibe Africa.
With Kobby Kyei.
With Kobby Kyei.
With Kobby Kyei.
It's Artist Vibe Africa with Kobby Kyei.
So this is going to be the hottest entertainment show to hit the continent of Africa. And hey, I'm going to interview your favorite artist, my favorite artist, and our favorite artist.
Many men shall die because of the greedy of another man, yeah. Worldwide.
Ananas, yeah. Ananas, yeah.
Artist Vibe Africa.
You're welcome back. You're still watching Artist Vibe Africa with me, blogger, generational thinker, the man polished to shine, Kobby Kyei, on H.E television and also on DSTV channel 361 and on YouTube, Artist Vibe Africa. You're not late. We're still having a conversation. I'm going to introduce you to our topic, and I'm sure if you're watching us home and you're an artist, this is the part that you're going to love so much. Now, my next topic will be how artists or what artists need for a successful collaboration and partnership in the outside world. So what you need as an artist to successfully push your products out there internationally. And H.E Anne Sophie, Her Excellency, what do you think our artists or African artists can do to globally push their arts?
Well, I think that the very first thing is they need to have a structured industry in Ghana. You need to have publishers who are the people who protect the author's rights and moral rights of the creation of a song or a beat or the lyrics. So there are many people working, doing the ingredients that is put together to make a song. And it's an intellectual creation. And then they put that together to make a song. And what you don't have here are publishers. The publishers are the people who are actually publishing and putting promoting the song and pushing it out there and making sure that the artists are getting the rights, the royalties for the song that are being played wherever they're being played. So we're trying to do some partnership between France and Ghana to help some companies to be created to become publishers for Ghanaian artists. Why is that important? Because a Ghanaian artist can see that when he is performing in Ghana or when his music is being played in Ghana, he's not getting royalties for that, or not the amount that he would be getting if he is performing in France or the UK or the US. So the idea is to have, and what he might do is go for a foreign publisher, a foreign label, but then the money and the right onto his creation will be foreignly owned. So you need to keep that in Ghana. You need to keep the wealth of that creation. Like you create a product, you want the money for that product and for the invention of the product to remain in Ghana. So that's why we're trying to push. And at the end of the day, we need the artists to be able to live from their music when it is played in Ghana, on the radio, in the nightclubs, in the lounges, in the hotels, everywhere that is adding value to their businesses by displaying music, must contribute by paying some royalties that will go to the artists. And when I say artists, it's not only the guy on stage, it's the back voices, it's the all the musicians who are playing the music, it's the editor, instrumentalists, it's the guy who created the beats, he's the guy who wrote the lyrics, he's a different one. He's all the people who have, the sound engineer, all the people who have contributed to produce the product that one song is. And this is what we need to help to do. It's not easy. The French system has been in place for over 170 years. It's called l'SSM. And to make people understand that once you have bought a record, the record belongs to you, and you can play it as much as you like for your own use. But if you are using it for a commercial purpose, because it adds value to your business, then it's a different ballgame. Because it's not only you enjoying that sound, it's all your customers. It's all the people who are paying to come and enjoy your business. And therefore, you need to compensate the artists, because then when you go to a nightclub, you don't go with your own Walkman, listening to your own music. You go to enjoy the music. And the nightclub is making money. The DJ who is playing those music, he's being paid to play music, but if he doesn't have this music to play, then his job has no value. So he's making value, adding value to something. But just like if you create a painting, you buy a canvas, you add value to that canvas, but you still pay to the canvas. So you have to pay for the canvas, that is the music, and then as a DJ, you will mix and do things. But you still have to pay for that music, and you're going to display it. And by displaying it, you're going to make money out of it. Therefore, part of that money should go to the artists, because it's thanks to their music that you are having success as a DJ, as a nightclub, as a lounge, at the radio.
When the whole team, Artists Vibe Africa, when we went to France recently, I visited a club. I noticed that they were playing Ghanaian music. They were playing Sarkod's Adonai. They were playing Kwame Nkrumah's song, Keche, and I sent a video to them. Keche had no idea that his music was playing in France. Kwame Nkrumah had no idea. How do they follow up to know that their songs are being played?
That is where a publisher is necessary. A publisher is the one who follows up. If their music has been registered at La SACEM, they will, the money is being collected by La SACEM, and then they would get a check from La SACEM. But if they are not known by La SACEM, what happens is that the money that is collected on their behalf is stored on a fund that is a reserved fund. We call that reserved rights. And if they register their song, then they will get the money. Oh, we've collected for you. We didn't know it was you. But because you now deposited the song, lyrics, and everything, you say, oh, but we've got that. So we've got money for you. But normally, if they are registered at GAMRO, GAMRO can have a partnership with SACEM. SACEM collects whatever is being played in France and pays it to a publisher in Ghana, or pays it to GAMRO, that eventually pays it to the publisher, that pays it to the artist. But you need to open a channel so that those who collect the money can actually pay it to those whose right it is. But if they are being played in France, the money is collected by La SACEM, and until they register, until someone says, I exist, they will not chase and try and find out who it is, you see? So you need to have your song registered in one of the MROs, and then the publishers are the one who are going to, go to these collectors and say, if you collected royalties for this music being played, it has to come to me, and I will give it to the musicians.
Now, let's talk about collaborations and when working together. What do you think should be the steps, or what can be done for an African artist to collaborate with a French artist and vice versa?
Well, usually it goes through the managers. They talk to each other's managers, or through the publishers as well. And the best way is actually to go out there. Because when you perform in France in a festival, you meet other artists. And suddenly they see you perform and they say, oh, why don't we do a featuring? And then they start discussing the contract on how to do the featuring. But they need to go out there. So one of the best ways to get your songs known is to go and be billed in a festival. There are many, many festivals in France, and I was very happy to see many Ghanaian artists being billed. Stoneboy was in Rennes, but Gasmila played at the Foire de Paris. And so these are ways to, get people to know you, but get the other artists also to see you. The managers of the artists saying, oh, I've seen this Ghanaian guy, what he's doing, you could do something with him. But if you stay in your corner, nothing will happen.
Now, do you think that the attempt of bridging art and culture is very necessary? Do you think that is very necessary from both parties or both countries? Africa and Europe, let's say, for instance, Ghana and France.
Well, I think that you need to extend your market. Whatever your product, you need to extend your market. If you only sell your product, whatever it is, and again, music is a product. If you only sell it in your country, it's not enough. Especially if, like in Ghana, you do not actually get all the value for this music, because you do not get as much royalty, because it's not yet collected everywhere it could be collected. Digital platforms as well. So you need to expand your market. But it's true for every product. If you produce something in Ghana, if your market is only Ghana, well, you can live. But if you can export and conquer a market like Nigeria, it's already 5 times bigger, if not, almost 10 times bigger. So you've got 10 times more consumers. And if you can hit Europe, you've got 500 million potential. So if you go to the US, you've got another 300 million. So the more people listen to your music, the more chances you have to sell it. So you need to expand your market. And so do the French. They also need to expand their market and sell beyond their borders. And there are some French songs, French movies that have managed to make it in the US beyond the problem of language. Some actors, French actors, that have made it beyond the borders. Most James Bond girls are French. So, managing to put out there some of your people who represent your country is also a way of promoting your culture, like the French fashion, the French touch, the French culture. You need to do that with Ghana fashion, Ghana design, Ghana products, Ghana music. All of these things give a flavor of Ghana. Look at the American art industry. What you know about America is what you see from the movies, the series, the music, and that gives you an image of America. And everybody dreams of America because of the vision they have through the soft power of culture. Well, they have done that. We need to do that, all of us, to do that, because it's the best way to promote your country is through your artists. They are expressing something, especially your Ghanaian artists, because they are ambassadors of Ghana to the world.
I published one story on my site which stated that one of the legacies that you want to leave is the fact that you want to make sure that you fix the royalty issues in Ghana. How far with that? I'm sure you had some meetings.
So I wanted to launch that project before I left, so we launched it. We had a big meeting with all the stakeholders, including Gumroad. And we presented how the French system is done. But again, we're not trying to implement the French system. We're saying, here's what we know. But there are other systems that are different. The copyright system in the UK, the US. And we showed and presented what we have been doing with countries like Morocco, Senegal, different kind of partnerships. And we said, we are very ready to help in a way that will be yours. There are many options. So find a structural way where you can actually feel comfortable with, and we will help you, be it by defining what author's right is, because it doesn't come intuitively. Again, people believe that the moment they bought a record, it belongs to them, and the song belongs to them, and they can do whatever they want and display it, even make money out of it, copy it. But this is not the case, and it's difficult to make it understood. We need to push artists into French festivals. We need to help Gumroad partner with SACEM. SACEM has developed tools to scan the digital platforms and find out which music is being played, and therefore ask the digital platforms to pay the due royalties, and then help them create publishers so that the actual industry, the business for music, stays in Ghana and brings money and jobs in Ghana.
Great. Now, still speaking on arts and culture, do you think that various governments can play a major role in developing or promoting international collaborations?
Well, there is a moment when, you see, there's a lot the private sector can do, but there's a moment when you need a frame of rules and regulations. What is author's right? What is moral right? What are derived rights? What are neighboring rights? You need to have a definition that can be opposed to everyone and that we all agree on. And there might be a moment when this has to be written in a law. Who has to pay author's rights? In which cases do you have to pay author's rights? And how is it compulsory to pay author's rights? And what happens if you do not pay that? This probably will have to be framed in the law as well. Because going to collect author's right by explaining, you are playing my music, and it adds value to your lounge or your nightclub, therefore you owe me money, if there is no legal frame for it, if the person says no, what can you do? So there will be a moment when indeed the government will have to set a frame defining what is what and how it can be collected, and what happens if people who owe this money do not pay. So yes, there is a role for government. Then I can only speak about the way the French do, because that's the country I know and that's the country I represent. But in France, the government is giving subsidies as well in local governments and everywhere to enable the young people, the youth, from a very early age to learn music at school, but also in outside schools where they have academy, they have clubs, they have associations where they can learn music, play music. They have studios where they can train and record their first records. And that has been subsidized by the government because the young, they have to try and test. And to support French music, Francophone music, France has also set a set of rules that forces every radio, every TV station to display a compulsory 30% of French music. And therefore, there was a space dedicated for French music and same for French movies that has strongly supported the industry. Because if you go for the easiest trend and what is appealing to everyone, we would all listen to only American music. Just because they are more powerful in marketing and they pay more money to promote. So to protect our industry, we have pushed this law that 30% has to be French.
You're still watching Artist Vibe Africa, and it is Her Excellency H.E Anne Sophie. Speaking about the government bodies, and what do you think are the major KPIs to achieve success?
I think you need to trust yourself to begin with.
To trust yourself?
Because I've seen so many young entrepreneurs. You mentioned the art industry that we have tried to support, but as an embassy, we have, and the French network, we have also supported SMEs and helping them to access credit and cash and taking equity in those companies. And we've supported, our infrastructure and many other areas. But what we notice is that Ghanaians have talent, they have skills, and they don't trust that they can actually go further. They want to go too far too quickly, and things have to start little, because when you run a business, you have to start, you have to understand everything from your own business. And when you start by selling one thing and then two and then three, you learn how to keep books, you see what works, what doesn't work, and you learn while walking. And if you want to start too big, too soon, without having built up these skills of running a business, then you're bound to, fall down. And on the contrary, sometimes they have built a small business and it's amazing, and you say, but why don't you go bigger? Why don't you go further? Why don't you try and cross the borders? But because they feel that what they make is enough, it feeds them, it feeds the village, the family, maybe a few people around, it creates jobs. They don't want to take the risk of going bigger because it needs investments. Sometimes it's the problem of access to capital, because when you want to go a step further, you need access to capital, and access to capital is an issue. Capital is very expensive. But sometimes it's just not wanting to, because you don't feel that, but will my product be successful out there? Will my product appeal to some other people outside my region? So trust what you're doing. You have to be your number one fan, and you have to be trusting yourself and believing in yourself more than anyone else.
Believe in yourself more than anyone else. Amazing revelation for all artists and bodies who are ready to expose their arts and culture and their creatives to the world and to a larger audience. My name is Kobby Kyei. You're still watching Artist Vibe Africa. We are turning around. We'll come back. The conversation continues. Stay tuned. What's up, Ghana? What's up, Africa? And hey, what's up, world? My name is Kobby Kyei, the host of Ava Artist Vibe Africa, and we are currently inside Paris, France, and back in our Europe tour. We are here to interview anybody under the creative space. And so if you are watching me right now, this is our Europe tour.
This July, Artist Vibe Africa, your #1 entertainment show tours Europe, bringing you amazing experiences.
This show seeks to bridge the gap between global partnership and collaboration. The show that everyone is talking about. The show that is here to stay. The show showing on GH1 television, 2:30 every Saturday. And again, DSTV channel 361. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm the host. Polish till you shine. Artist Vibe Africa to the world. Stay blessed.
GH1 TV, your best experience.
You're still watching Artist Vibe Africa on GH1 television and also on DSTV channel 361 and Artist Vibe Africa YouTube channel. My guest today is Her Excellency H.E Anne Sophie. Now, she's a Ghanaian, H.E Anne Sophie. H.E Anne Sophie.
Got many names.
My costume by Fino. Thank you so much, Fino, for the beautiful outfits. Now we'll continue the conversation, and I'm super humble once again for your time.
Thank you.
In your own definition, how will you describe a successful artist in France?
If we had a definition, it would be easy to be successful. It's actually a song, really. Some artists are consistent and then they become successful artists, but it starts usually with a song that's a hit. And why does a song work? Why does a song become a banger? And why do songs never make it? My dad used to be the head of a record company, and he always said if we knew how what the ingredients are for a successful song, we would just apply them all the time. So we just don't know. It's a song that speaks to the people's hearts, that is catching, and thank God, not everyone likes the same, but I've heard some songs that I really loved and that never made it. I've heard some songs that were hits and I was not so much into it, but we never know. You can never know why a song makes it. Like every product, if you take the marketing rules, 0 promotion, 0 chance of working, a high level of promotion on a song that is good, you know, that is well edited and everything, you have more chance to promote it. Every year, the main channel, the #1 channel, TV channel in France, was choosing one hit that they wanted to make the summer hit. And you had it on television, in between every TV shows, every movies, you had that song again and again and again. So eventually that works. So it's like a Gauss curve, 0 promo, 0 chance. An amazing amount of promo, you've got more chances. But then the big majority of songs, is it catching, is not catching? You see more and more songs that are making it just through social media. An artist is singing it on social media and suddenly it goes viral because it says something to the people. And the music, it conveys some emotion and you don't understand why. It just goes like this. And there are some songs who benefit a lot of promotion and it's not that, you know, it's not so catching. People like to listen to it, but there's a big difference between the number of times you like to listen to it and the action of buying it. You know, going online onto digital platform and actually downloading it, paying 99 euros and buying it, or buying a registration where you have access to many songs and you can actually download songs. It's a different thing. Watching it on YouTube is free. Well, it's free for you. The more you watch it, the more YouTube is selling advertisements, and therefore that's how their business model is. But owning the song, buying the record, or buying the tune to download it from it's a different action. So if we knew what are the ingredients to make a song successful and make people feel like paying to buy it, And what makes an artist successful and what make people feel like paying their concert place to go and watch him? Well, you know, many bankers will know where to invest and how to do it.
True. Let's move away from music and talk about the other disciplines.
Yes.
Under the arts, or under that umbrella, the arts umbrella, we have those into sculpture, those who are doing painting, photographers.
Dancing.
How are they dancing? How are they also doing? I mean, how well are they doing in France?
Well, they need to. They can. But each of these arts have a different way of thriving in France. Dance, it's now an Olympic discipline. It's an opportunity to display what Ghana is capable of doing, the diversity of dancing, and Ghana and Africa, the talent of the dancers you have. I just don't understand how they don't touch the ground. They don't have, I don't know, earth attraction doesn't apply to them, obviously. And so when you display that, when people will see that in, again, festivals, overseas contests, and Olympic Games, as well as championships, then people will realize that there's such talents. When it comes to photography, it's also what they are displaying, showing Africa, the pictures they are making of Africa. It's showing the talent of photographers, but also the content is also telling something about Africa. You mentioned sculptures. There is a style that you can show the talent of the people who are able to express something, and this is also possible to export. Amako Boafo was exposing in France. Yes. And he had a whole exhibition in France. We exposed when we went for Accra in Paris. We exposed some Ghanaian artists, painters, in the same venue as where the concert was, but also in UNESCO. So every platform where they can broadcast, display their art, they need to use it. And to do that, they need to connect with organizers and people in France, in Europe, and show them what they can do. Same for fashion. You see, if you stay in your corner, it's not going to happen. You have to go with your art under your arm, go and show what you're doing. And people say, wow.
Amazing. What are your thoughts when it comes to music lovers, fans, consumers in Africa?
Well, they love every kind of music. They are very open-minded to every kind of music. They love Ghanaian music, and rightly so. They love Nigerian music, they love South African music, but they also love American music. When you listen to what's on the radio and everything, they display all sorts of music. And I'd like to hear more French music, so I can only commend the artists who have done featurings with French, like Passy, but also Kiddy, who did with Louis, a Tanzanian artist. He did a song with, what's her name, Maud Elka, who sings in French. And the artists who are putting a bit of French words into their music, because that's a way of making the French language attractive. And I think everyone knows how to say je m'appelle. Everyone knows what mon bébé means, thanks to the singers, thanks to Darko Vibe, to Kiddy. Everyone knows what ma chérie means, thanks to Adam. So slowly, people will start. I hear that everyone says chérie coco. So I hear that must have been a song where someone said chérie coco, which is, I don't know, a kind name you give to your partner. But slowly, there will be some French expressions that will come into music, and same as the French are picking up some expressions in different languages, and they are making theirs, you see? And maybe one day people will say things like yenko, or medase, or medo, and they will know what it means because it comes from the tree, and they will, and they will make it theirs as well. So just like Ghana has been able to make a huge success of mixing up languages. People speak many languages, and in the same conversation you will have a bit of Tree, a bit of Ga, a bit of English, of Pidgin, and then suddenly you've got a bit of Ewe coming in, and you don't. So at the end of the day, the global world will be catching many words from many other languages. In the French language, because we have a big community of North African, we have many Arab words that are now completely in our general language. And we will use some Arab expressions that are completely now into the French language.
I saw you on the red carpet, the Ghana Music Awards.
Yes.
What can be done to better our award schemes in Ghana, looking at the world stage?
Well, it's important to have awards because it's a moment when the industry gets together. It's a moment when you are rewarding the people. And there are many, many awards, so maybe there needs to be a bigger event for a smaller number of awards, but it's also important to recognize, and it gives the opportunity to many different artists to get different awards. But I believe that the best award you can get is the love from your listeners, is the love from that you're getting when you go and perform in a concert and you see people jamming and singing along your songs. That is worth every award in the world.
Let me put you on the spot. If you are given the opportunity to change 3 things in the Ghanaian African music industry, what would that be?
It would be about helping them structure the industry.
Number 1. So that's 1.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but it will not be about the artists. I think that they are really doing what it takes. Getting together, perform many names on the same stage, because people come for one, and then they see there's another name, so different people will come. And then at the end of the day, you will have a bigger crowd, and it's not stealing the crowd or the consumers from one another. It's adding up. So what R2B's in Sarkodie did in New York, dragging along Camido and
Kelvin Boy,
and I mean, the people were blessed by, they came to see R2B's and Sarkodie, and suddenly they discovered there were people like Camido, and Kelvin Boy and others as well who came. I think Jackie also performed. Yeah. Well, and they suddenly realized there's more. So it is about, you thrive by lifting others. And I think that when they sort of help each other and get together, and not only among Ghanaians, but with other African artists, with other artists from the rest of the world, that is the way to go. Because now things go so quickly, and there are so many ways of doing music. In my days, in my very old days, to put together a record, you had to go to a record company, present your tape, and then if they agreed to sign you, then they would produce a record. And because producing a record was actually producing a record, it costed a lot. It was an industry, basically. So they were betting on it and investing a lot of money. So not many people could make it. You couldn't produce music in your corner and hope that people could listen to it. Unless you had a label, a record company, you could never put your music out there. So the number of artists was limited because the investments was limited. Now, you can actually thrive through digital platform. You don't have to press records anymore. You can have completely digital, and people can download. So you have much more artists. But because you have much more artists, it's difficult to be one artist that people will love and will come to see him and him alone. Maybe in your own country, and maybe in some countries where he is already or she is already very, very well established. But filling in a hole on your one name, it's very difficult. Even the biggest names, they usually have other artists coming with them. So the best way to do it is to have a stage where you manage to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artists. That's how we filled a hole in Accra and Paris. Some people came to see Passy because they know him. He's big in France, and he hasn't been on stage for a while, and people are asking him, drop a new, release a new album. So they were happy to see him again. Some people came for Sarkodie. Some people came for Stonebwoy. Some people came for Kwabna. But all together, it was a huge crowd, and they could enjoy all the others. And they could enjoy the featuring between each other. So getting together would be my second one. And very close to getting together, do the featurings. Because 2 artists, people will buy the song for one or for the other. You double your audience. Was that okay?
That's okay.
But they are already doing it.
Sure. You already, I mean, having joint shows and all
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Amazing. So you're still watching Artist Vibe Africa. On this show, we keep saying that no sensationalism. We are making sure that we promote arts and culture for global partnerships and collaborations. Anytime you tune in on GH1 television, Artist Vibe Africa, one of the things you're going to take home is you're going to be what? Informed. Educative production, educative interview, educative conversation that you're going to love. Tell your friend, tell your mom, tell your dad that this is Artist Vibe Africa. We're going for a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We're moving to the last segment, which is out your comfort zone. You're a diplomat. And so I'm not going to ask you questions that are related to your field. Let's see how that goes.
Thank you.
My name is Kobby Kyei. You're watching Artist Vibe Africa. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And you're welcome back, and this is Artist Vibe Africa, still showing on GH1 television and on DSTV channel 361, streaming on our YouTube channel, Artist Vibe Africa. This is out your comfort zone. Je m'appelle Kobby Kyei, still with French ambassador.
Did you just say je m'appelle Kobby Kyei?
Yeah, ça va?
Hey, ça va bien.
Ah, merci.
Wow. Wow.
Out your comfort zone. So like I mentioned earlier, you're a diplomat. And so the question here are not related to your field.
Right.
So let's see how it goes. You've been here in Africa and Ghana for that matter for a period of time. Let's see how, I mean, I love this part so much. Out of your comfort zone. She's a diplomat. Let's see how
So
that
out
goes.
of your comfort zone, but in mine.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Number one.
Yes.
What's the major ingredient for preparing kenke?
For what?
What is the major ingredient?
For preparing kenke.
Kenke.
Some sort of powder of flour of kenke is made of. Gosh, I don't know. I buy it all done already. Do you expect me to do kenke? I don't cook.
That is out your comfort zone.
Completely out of my comfort zone. It tastes like potatoes with a bit of bitterness. So could it be yam or I have no idea.
Maybe I'll help you. Maize.
Maize. Oh, maize. Oh, right. Okay.
Number two. What are the major ingredients for preparing kelewele?
Oh, that's plantain. Plantain.
And what else again?
Well, I would fry oil and spices. Is that right? Is that right?
Yes.
Well, I love kelewele, so.
The third question will be...
Is it cooking again? Well, it's definitely out of my comfort zone.
When a Ghanaian says, I am on my way, what does it mean?
It means I'm about to take a shower. And then I will take another half an hour to decide what I'm going to wear. And then I might try and start the car. And then I will just text you that I'll be with you shortly.
I am on my way.
Yeah, that's what I'm on my way.
In Ghana.
In Ghana.
I saw that tweet. I think it went viral.
Yeah.
What pushed you to, compose that tweet?
I can't remember where I was, but it was one time again when I was actually supposed to be at a place at a certain time, and the person kept coming and says, he will be with you shortly, he will be with you soon, he's coming. And I knew he wasn't coming. I knew it would be an hour or so. So I just chilled and I said, don't worry. But I can't remember where it was, but and I thought, okay, I really got to.
One of the things I admire about you is your time. You're always conscious when it comes to your time. Anytime there's an event, you get there faster. At the point you even call me, Kobby, I already started. Are you sure they'll start? You're always on time.
Yes. Yeah.
I picked so much inspiration from you, man.
Well, it's because I have to fit in so many things in a day that I have to keep time. But when I'm on a holiday, which rarely happens, but when it does, I'm really not time conscious.
The next question will be mention two, a typical Ghanaian breakfast. Mention two, typical Ghanaian breakfast.
Breakfast? I think you can have wache for breakfast.
Are you talking to me?
I don't know, but I can have wache for breakfast.
You?
Yeah.
You love wache?
Oh, yeah. I like wache.
You love shito?
Well, shito, not too much, you
Not
know.
too much at all.
I don't like it too spicy, but I like kwache. And then I believe you can have fufu with soup and fufu, yeah.
Breakfast.
Yeah, or maybe you can have oat
Oats.
with milk.
All right.
I have a coffee, so
Okay.
that's all I have.
So mention 3, African local food that's pounded before eating.
Pounded.
Yeah, before eat, yeah.
Fufu, banku. 3,
You said fufu and what?
banku. Do you pound that? No.
Okay.
And then I don't know. I don't know. What else do you pound?
Yam.
Yam. Oh, yeah. Okay, yam. Okay. What if you do fried yam? You don't pound it.
Some people can pound yam.
And fry it?
No, eat it as fufu.
As fufu. Well, then
Yeah.
you pound fufu. Doesn't count. I got it.
Okay, mention 3 African traditional symbols.
Adinkras?
What?
Adinkras? So adinkra, I know the one that is that says beauty. I know the one that is nyame, jien nyame.
What?
Jien nyame.
Come again?
Oh, come on. The one that says God is
No.
jien nyame.
Jinyame.
Ninyame. Jinyame.
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 Yeah.
Okay. That
Only
one.
God, right? Only God. Jinyame.
Jinyame. And there's another one that is about togetherness with those 2 animals eating each other.
Okay, tell me.
I don't know the Ghanaian name. I mean, oh, come on. My tree is terrible.
No, come on, try.
You know what? No, I don't even know. You tell me, I can't remember. It's just something that says togetherness.
I'm lost.
Yeah, so am I.
Okay, let's move to the very last one. What's the local account name? A lady born on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's called.
So
Monday, first one, Monday is
Monday would be Monday is.
Come on, Anne. Come on.
Hang
I
on.
don't know. You know this.
No, Abena is Wednesday.
No. Okay, let's start from Monday. Monday is what?
What's your wife's name? I can't remember.
Yeah, Monday.
Ekuya.
No.
But your wife is born on a Monday.
Yeah.
So your wife's name.
And
You
then you
know
know her.
I know her, but it just escapes me. Oh, come on, help me. I can't remember.
A-D-W.
Adwa. Abena is Wednesday.
No.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. Wednesday is.
What's the male name? Tuesday.
Tuesday. Kobby. Kobina.
Kobina is Tuesday.
Yeah.
What's Wednesday for a man?
A man. Kweku.
So for a woman would be Ekuya.
Ekuya. Thursday.
What's the man's name? Well, why don't you ask me Sunday? I mean Sunday. I know Sunday.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday male is Yao. So female will be still Y.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is it ya?
Yeah.
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 Ya or ya.
Okay. Well, I know Friday, which is Efia. Ama is Saturday.
No, Friday female is Efia. And the male.
Friday is Kofi.
Kofi. Saturday
is Kwame. And for a woman is Ama.
And Sunday
is Kwesi. And for a woman is Akosia.
Akosia. I mean, this is Art Couple that I'm sure you guys are very excited watching us on GH1 television, Artist Vibe Africa. The very last one, then we'll say goodbye here. So now you are going to teach me how to speak French. Just see how you're happy. So just compose any sentence, or if it's going to be a word or a sentence. Let's see how I can fit in.
Okay, well, try. What sentence would you like to say?
I know. So you pronounce it, then I pronounce or I say it after you.
Okay. Je suis heureux d'animer. Hang on, let me finish the phrase. That's too easy. Je suis heureux d'animer Artist Vibe Africa.
Come again.
Je suis heureux d'animer Artist Vibe Africa.
Je suis heureux d'animer Artist Vibe Africa.
Okay. I didn't get anything.
Oh, really?
Je suis heureux.
Je suis heureux.
Heureux.
Je suis heureux.
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 Heureux. D'animer
Artist Vibe
Africa. Mon nom est Kobby Kyei.
Mon nom est Kobby Kyei.
Et je vous retrouve la semaine prochaine.
Something is doing me. I can't help it. But let's go again. Try.
Je suis heureux d'animer Artist Vibe Africa. Mon nom est Kobby Kyei et je vous retrouve la semaine prochaine. I'll see you next week. Je vous retrouve la semaine prochaine. Okay, now you can make fun of my tree.
Why?
I mean, see you next week. Je vous retrouve la semaine.
Semelle?
Not semelle. Semelle is under your shoes.
Okay.
So, semaine. Prochaine. Well done.
I want to say a big thank you to Her Excellency H.E Anne Avé. Anne, God bless you so much for your time. I don't know if you have your last message for Ghanaians. I know you'll be saying goodbye to all of us.
I know.
This show, the whole Ghana, the whole Africa is watching. Your final message to Africa.
Well, gosh, that is so difficult because saying goodbye is the worst thing. And it's just, goodbye, I'll be back soon. I just would say thank you for the amazing 4 years that thanks to you, I have been able to live here in Africa. Thanks for the amazing welcome, the kindness, understanding, the support of the people I've had here, the smile that they always gave me. They made me feel special. They made me feel at home. And so you win. I'll be back. I feel now that Ghana is my second homeland. And so I'm here in my house that I have in Ghana. And that's here. I will come back very often. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for all you've done for me, for opening your hearts, your houses and everything to me. And I will be back and I will keep you forever in my heart. And we'll stay in touch thanks to the social media and thanks to all my friends. And I keep in touch with you as well, Kobby. Thank you so much.
I would really love to share your social media handles on Instagram.
My Instagram is as, like Anne Sophie, .ave. as.ave. I know it's a weird handle, but I didn't think I would have any followers when I created it.
And you are verified on Twitter and also on Instagram.
That's on my Instagram, and I have one on Twitter that is Anne Sophie Avé, I think all together.
All together, yes.
Anne Sophie Avé.
Are you so active on Facebook?
I have an account that is Anne Sophie Avé. Yes, it's a page.
Yes.
I'm trying, but actually it's linked to my Instagram, so it's updated. But some people cannot access to Instagram, so I thought it was easy for them to access Facebook. And I've tried to be on TikTok, but that's too much for me. I mean, I'm an old generation, so I just learned how to do Instagram very recently.
On behalf of the whole Artist Vibe Africa team, we want to say a big thank you for the opportunity, for everything you've done, especially for the creative aspects on behalf of bloggers, influencers, musicians, everyone. Those on the streets, the masses. Thank you so much for what you've done for Ghana. You can also as well follow us on Instagram, Artist Vibe Africa, and on Twitter, it is Artist Vibe Africa. On Facebook, Artist Vibe Africa. You can also follow me on Twitter, Kobby Kyei _. On Instagram, it's Kobby.Kyei. On Facebook, it is Kobby Kyei. On our YouTube channel, Artist Vibe Africa. Thank you so much. Big thank you so much, Fino, for my outfits. God bless you so much. This has been an exclusive interview with Her Excellency H.E Anne Avé. What's up, Ghana? What's up, Africa? And hey, what's up, world? My name is Kobby Kyei, the host of Ava Artist Vibe Africa, and we are currently inside Paris, France, and back in our Europe tour. We are here to interview anybody under the creative space. And so, if you are watching me right now, this is our Europe tour.
This July, Artist Vibe Africa, your #1 entertainment show tours Europe, bringing you amazing experiences.
This show seeks to bridge the gap between global partnership and collaboration. The show that everyone is talking about. The show that is here to stay. The show showing on GH1 television, 2:30 every Saturday. And again, DSTV channel 361. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm the host. Polish till you shine. Artist Vibe Africa to the world. Stay blessed.